Do you prefer men you're dating to solely date trans women? Why or why not?
No. And I say no because I myself am pansexual, so I'm into women, other trans women, men, whatever.
So that doesn't matter to you?
No.
Okay. Is your, I asked that already. So let's talk a little bit about that, I guess.
Let's get it.
Because I wanted to, but then I hesitated.
You can.
But we might as well.
You can.
We talking.
You can.
So tell us more. When you say you're into, it all, talk to us a little bit more about that.
I've experienced couples as well as dated studs, trans men, other women.
Okay, I'm interested now. So listen, give me the tea. What do you prefer? Is there a preference with anything? What have you had the most fun with?
Since she said we're going to use the word, all of them, but in those spaces, I am more in tune and into, a very sexy woman.
Okay, so your preference is actually women.
In a sense.
Okay.
But I still like that masculinity, so.
Okay, so how do people approach you when they are interested? And then how do you know? Because much like the question I asked before, like, how do they know what you're interested in? Because I look at you, you look beautiful. My assumption would be, okay, like, she ain't looking for me, she looking for a man. So what do you give off, or how does it get there?
Huh?
They said she aggressive.
On social media, I'm very open about, dealing with who I deal with and things like that. And like they said, I am a big flirt. So
Okay.
if we are in a setting where I find a female attractive, then I would prefer having like a poly
Okay.
situation.
So you would prefer to be the third person in the
No,
relationship?
see, I'm sick of being the third.
I'm tired of it.
I want to bring someone in.
Okay.
Whether if it's a man coming in or a female coming in.
Okay, so can I ask, what are your safe sex practices in those type of situations? Because it seems like, you're coming into a union often. So how does that work? Because I can imagine they're having a lot of dialogue back and forth. So when you enter the picture, what does that look like?
So I work in healthcare as well. Also a thought at times.
Okay.
But, we do have those encounters of preference of not using protection or using protection, but then I go into the spiel of PrEP, PEP, and things of that nature.
Okay, so you are leaving space to educate these people while you're also coming in. So they get like a double whammy, huh?
Yeah, so my last encounter was the cis woman. She wanted to basically, you don't
have to hold back.
him. So she was already pegging him and things of that nature. So she wanted to give him the experience.
Okay, and when you say give him the experience? She shy, y'all.
A strap on.
Okay.
But, so me and her actually sat and talked for like 45 minutes to an hour.
45?
Yeah, before,
What are y'all talking about for that
We was
long?
just talking about her wanting to it was her idea to bring in, a trans woman to give him that experience.
Okay. So there's extensive conversation that's going down before any of this happens. Oh, at times.
Sometimes when you're at the club, things happen. But
Oh, at the club?
no, not that.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I knew him before, but then she reached out to me because she knew of me through him.
Okay. All right. Ooh, I have so much more I want to ask.
We'll talk.
We don't have time. So yes, Sarah, let's come over to you, my love. What makes you confident that the men you sleep with won't hook up with trans women?
Honestly, you can't really, there's no confidence there. It's just, we live in a world where people are curious and, they want to get into some things. And I would just hope that they aren't, but I would hope that they're honest with me as well with what they're like. So I'm about to.
Okay.
So would you prefer to only date men who like
Preferably, yes.
cis women?
Yes.
Okay.
Call me.
Y'all said she was a big flirt. Y'all ain't lying.
Okay, like I'm going to call you now.
I know. Yeah, she will be the one to really call you. Don't play with her. So yes. So you said you only prefer a man who would like cis women.
I mean, me, period. I would just like someone who just likes me.
Okay.
So, like, don't dabble with anything else.
We ain't gotta dabble. We together.
Right. But I'm just saying, preferably just stick to me,
Okay.
regardless of what you like.
Okay. Do you leave space in your relationship for a man to come and tell you what he likes? So if he's like, hey, I like women, but I want to do this with you, and you're a woman, do you leave space for him to come and be vulnerable enough to tell you that? Or are you one of those people that's like, traditional sex, don't come to me with nothing else?
I'm open.
Okay.
I think I'm very open to, letting them know, hey, if you like this, we can try it. Like, I've tried things that
Like
I didn't think I was going. I've tried anal. I've tried, talk, stuff like that. I've done some things, even with women. So I get it. Like, we want to try things. So I've been open before, and I have no problem with being open.
So if your man came to you and was like, hey, this is what I like, this is what I want to do, I want to
hard.
bring somebody else in.
I mean, that would give me, I would be shocked.
Okay.
I would be shocked, but I mean, I would still let them be vulnerable enough to tell me this is what they like. I would like honesty versus like being in the dark.
So you're not shutting it down completely.
I mean, I probably would shut it down only because I'm still ignorant to a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But definitely would let him be honest with me.
And I don't think that's ignorant. I think that's just, a preference thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your preference is your preference. Like, I was talking to someone earlier. If you prefer that because you don't want your head on a swivel, all the time, then, that's a preference of yours that you have.
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true. But again, like, still tell me if you like something else other than me. Like, I would want to know.